everybody, it's Ricardo, and I'm here with Randy Pitchford, president of Gearbox, who has brought a ton of Borderlands news for us. I think the big thing you want to talk about right now is going to be the brand new DLC.
Yeah, well, that's an exciting new piece of content, a big, huge piece of content that we're launching just around the corner. So yeah, Claptrap's new robot revolution.
Not to be confused with the old one.
That's right. You know, the old one, that's boring. This new one, this is exciting and fresh.
So talk to us about the freshness, because I just had a chance to check it out a little bit, and you guys crammed a lot of stuff in this thing.
It's a big DLC. You know, we've been working on it for a while since General Knox came out. So we wanted to, you know, we weren't sure if this was going to be our last DLC or not. So we wanted to make it, you know, make it big, make it awesome, make it a relevant kind of exclamation point to the end of the story. And basically, it's about the Claptraps rising up and creating a revolution. They've sort of almost created like a Skynet kind of approach on this planet. They've taken over everything, and you've got to stomp this revolution down.
Now, obviously, you're going to be able to take your characters in, and there's a lot of familiar faces, but you guys have crammed in a bunch of new people too. There's a brand new character who's brought into Lock Pandora down. Do you want to talk about him?
The Mr. Blank is kind of like this, he's like this corporate shill for Hyperion Corporation, and the Hyperions brought their army and a private army to kind of try to quell the revolution and try to keep things under control. Claptraps, of course, are a Hyperion-built robot, so they don't really like the idea that these guys have gone rogue, so they're trying to solve the problem, if you will. Of course, it doesn't work out too well, and our mercenaries get involved, and they profit from it, but they also, you know, save the day. There's, you know, the revolution theme has been a blast. You know, like some guys have created like Che Guevara style posters, and there's like an Obama kind of poster with the little robot. And it's such a funny thing because like Claptrap himself is so polarizing. There are people like me who just love this robot. I think he's great, you know, and I'm really looking forward. We've got a toy coming. I think you might know about this. And NECA Toys is actually making a real life Claptrap that you can own, and it talks and everything. It's awesome. And I think that one comes out in October, but some of us really love this guy, but other people we notice kind of find the robot kind of annoying. So I think this DLC works great because for people that love him, we get to spend time with him. We get to enjoy his humor and his personality. But for people that don't like him, you're going to get to kill him a lot. You're going to get to kill a lot of Claptraps, and to finally, you know, for some people that find him a little annoying, I think to finally slap that little son of a bitch around is going to be a treat.
Because he shows up obviously as the main assassin guy that is the villain.
Interplanetary ninja assassin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, but there's also a bunch of variations of him. So
yes. Yeah. Well,
he actually constitutes a bunch of the new enemies.
That's true. In fact, I mean, I couldn't even count. There's dozens of new Claptraps that are. You can find guys with like little robots with army helmets. There's one that looks like Mr. T. He's got a mohawk and gold chains, and he's coming at you with like stabby blades. He's called Stabby Claptrap, and he's like stab, stab. We just had a lot of fun with it with the robot. We thought, you know, there's because of the way we've handled Borderlands, there's not a lot, like the rules are clear, but the rules give us enormous freedom with how to deal with the content and in terms of taking liberties and entertaining people. So we've just decided to kind of run loose with it and have a blast.
All right. Well then. Important questions. Do we get achievements and trophies?
Yes, a whole slew of new achievements and trophies. I'm sure before the thing actually launches on September 28th, the achievement list will leak. We try to suppress that as much as we can, but you know how it goes. Something, you know, once it's in Microsoft's hands, somebody's going to find that achievement list and get it out there. But yeah, new achievements on Xbox 360, new trophies on PlayStation 3, and now Borderlands has Steam achievements. So we actually went back and added the Steam achievements to Borderlands for people that are playing on the PC platform that have Steam. So we love that kind of motivation, and I'm an achievement whore myself. So. So it works well.
Something to do.
Yes.
All right, so this fall is actually kind of a big Borderlands extravaganza, right?
Yeah.
So let's run through it all. So you got the DLC, which is coming out September 28th,
yeah.
right, on PSN and
all
Xbox.
Platforms. So
Gotcha.
you can buy it off of Steam, you can buy it off of PlayStation Network, you can buy it off of Xbox Live Arcade. You can also, if you just have a straight up PC version, you can even go to the Gearbox website and just very simply just get a patch that'll give you the new DLC for your retail PC version. Yeah.
Nicely done. But this isn't the only way to get the DLC, because the Game Game of the Year edition actually includes
That's
it, right?
right. Well, yeah, there's a lot of people that kind of discovered Borderlands later or heard about it, but kind of missed that first kind of launch period, and so they don't know what their entry point is. And so retail has come to us saying, hey, can you give us a kind of a complete, Game of the Year edition that's got everything in it, so that those customers that want a nice, clean entry point have that. And so the Game of the Year edition, it's called like the Super Extrava-Explosive complete. I don't know the exact wording of it, but basically it's got everything in it, and it's got the game, and it's got all 4 DLCs, including the new Claptrap's new Robot Revolution, and there's a couple other goodies in there too. Scott Kester did this awesome like fold-out map that's just beautiful. That has it's like better than like theme park maps. He just kicked its ass, and it's a map of Pandora that you can get and hang on your wall, and there's some other stuff in there that's pretty cool for people that come in at that point. And the price point's great because it's got all that stuff in there, but it's the price as if like it was just a new retail product without the DLC. So basically the DLC is free.
Nice.
When you come in at that point.
And then, all right, so we've got those 2 things happening, and that one's coming out in...
I think that one's coming the second week of October. I think it's October 12th.
Got it.
Yeah.
And in between there, we got the patch.
Somewhere around that point. We don't have the exact date yet. We got a lot of testing we still got to do because the rebalancing of the levels, like we got to play the whole game a lot and make sure it's solid. But yeah, that patch should be coming around that time. I hope it comes before the Game of the Year edition. If we get lucky, we'll actually get it right around the time of the new Robot Revolution launch. And yeah, that'll be great. But I don't have the exact date yet, but it'll be right around that time.
All right, and then last bit for Claptrap lovers everywhere, the toy is probably this fall?
I think it's coming in October. I think it's going to come right around the same time the Game of the Year edition launches. That's from NECA. We gave them a license because those guys are awesome, and they showed us what they wanted to do with it, and we're like, yes, of course, that's so great. I'm going to be the first in line to buy one. And I know, and you might have a hard time getting them because all the Gearbox guys are going to hog them all up. So, but yeah, that'll come in October, and it's awesome looking. You can see pictures of it online. Actually, do a Google search for NECA Borderlands Claptrap toy or something, and you'll probably see where they're at. But it's great stuff.
Sweet. All right. Well, then it's a lot of stuff.
I know. We've been kind of busy.
All right. Well, thank you for stopping by, Randy.
Absolutely. Always happy to do so.
All right. For folks at home, so we got DLC coming out in September, Game of the Year edition in October, patch somewhere in between, and then you got toy in the fall. You know exactly what to ask for Christmas.